Hi, and welcome to another Monday Live with card readings for the week, where you, if you subscribe to this channel, have the option, and catch me live, of course, obviously, you have the option to get a card for yourself for the week. And this week, I'm using Healing with the Fairies and Work Your Light Oracle. This little booklet is a little bit water damage, but it really doesn't matter because I only use it to show you. And it's a little, also, it is an old card deck. I had it for a long time. It was my first Oracle deck, and yes, first Oracle deck. So, and light and stuff. So, but the cards are fine. You can see they're fine. They're here. It looks like this, with the laughter card here in the bottom. Maybe that's something for someone. And then we have the Work Your Light, and many of you may already know this deck. I've used it before anyway, and it's a very popular deck in general. I have the sense of that. I also like to use it a lot. So let's get to what energies this for this week. We're going to begin with the let's see, the Fairies. One card, two cards from the Fairies. So let's see. And yes, of course, as usual, if you that's interesting. It was just in the bottom just before I shuffled, and then it came up as a first card, laughter. And what else to laugh just a little bit about that and feel a bit happy. But it's very much about remembering, remembering to laugh, to remember that there are things to be happy about, there are things to laugh about, and also sometimes laugh a little bit about yourself. And when you do, hello again, Sherry, would you like a card again this week? Laugh a little bit about yourself and situations, instead of, oh, why did I do this? Then go like, yeah, this was funny. Why now I did that again? Or something else. You will get one when I finished. You like the Fairies, Healing with the Fairies, or the Work Your Light, or doesn't it matter? So it's important to be able to laugh to. Oh, it's going to take this off. The sun is shining. It's cold outside, but the sun has power, so it's warm in here. It's very important to also for the healing properties of laughter. Not, when you smile, I can laugh a little bit about yourself when doing things and not doing things, and the way you do things, and things you hear that suddenly sounds a little bit off, or like, okay, see the funny things in different situations. It's not about making a joke of things like, ha ha ha, look at him, look at her, look at that, they're too stupid and stuff like that. It's not about laughing when people get hurt and stuff like that. It's not about that. It's simply about, remember to see the fun part of life, and dare to laugh a little bit about when you do silly things, and tend to have this, instead of hitting yourself in your head all the time. Oh, why did I do that? Then like, come on, really, this is too crazy. Why did I should, instead of hitting yourself in the head, then find the smile and laugh a little bit about it, because then instead of feeling like this, then it's more like, this is just too crazy. Why do I keep doing this? For instance, if it's something about yourself. And laughter in all can be very healing. It's not just for the entertainment value. We have the hospitals clowns, for instance. It's also to bring some joy and laughter into children's life when they're in hospital. It's also because when you smile, you help heal yourself. You help heal your brain. You help heal. It balances your hormone system. It balances your energy system. It balances everything when you smile and laugh from your heart and this bubbling feeling inside. It's very. It helps you. It helps you also through hard times. So it's important to remember the laugh. You know, like this. This is actually quite funny. You know. Also when maybe it's really not, but then you can find something that's, yeah, well, it's like, why, oh, it makes you think of something that is funny. Okay, so it can help you move on like that. More fairies now. Nope. Work your light. See how it works with the laughter card. But I really like that it was in the bottom when I showed you, and then I shuffled the cards and then it came up. Yeah. Yes, one more. I already got a card, but it's not supposed to stand alone. So let's see what else. It's very beautiful colors I got. I will show you in a minute. Before this one. Yes. We have these two cards here. The Minterkan and the protection card. And this card is about longing for home. And this is about taking back and calling back your power. And yes, you can use laughter for helping calling back your power because it lightens your spirit. And it's very difficult to feel powerful or call back anything that can strengthen you and help you if you feel like, ugh, or thrown down or anything. So it's important to keep your spirit high, and you can help with finding things to just laugh about. Maybe it's something you said that sounded silly, or did something, something you heard or saw or looked kind of cute in a funny way or funny in a cute way and stuff. Anything that can help, it's okay to laugh. It's okay to laughter is healing, and it helps you feel the joy and the bubbling sensation in all your body and all of your mind in a good and uplifting way. And that helps you. It helps to protect because it also helps your immune system, so quite literally, and hormones and stuff. So it helps protect not just your mind and spirit, but also your body. So it helps in more than one way. And the longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. Normally, most days I would say it was the belonging and the original light workers. Not that it's not important for those words here, but I get it's really about longing for home and feeling protected, longing for feeling home where you are and in your own body and in your own life. And that is why it's extra important to calling back your power. Call back your power. Cut the cords to, it says cut the, call back what you have left. Can I come with an example in English? It's a bit difficult, just a minute. Yeah, for instance, if you have an ex-partner or an ex-co-worker or just a current co-worker or a current, maybe a friend or family member, something like that, and you visit them or they visit you, or they are something that you have, someone you have spent quite some time with early on in your life. It can also be shorter time, but especially if you have some emotional connection of some sort. It'd be good, it'd be bad, it'd be mixed. Then you sort of leave something behind, And that's about calling that energy, that part of you back to you. It's also in situations where you feel sad or angry, and just like, you know, especially angry, because that's an outburst of energy. So sort of calling back that power, not the anger, of course, and let it fester in you instead. That's a really bad idea. But the energy that you've sent out there, like, okay, I'm calling back the energy that I have flowing outside. I'm calling it back into me. I'm calling it back through all of my body so it can strengthen me and help me. And I'm cutting all the cords. I will see what will be for you. And I'm cutting all the cords for all the, the energetic all the connection. It's not that when you cut the cords, you are not connected to them, but your energy are not supposed to be in them, and their energy are not supposed to be in you. And by cutting the cords, you get your and ask for your energy back. You get your energy back, and you can interact with other people from a whole you instead of from a you where a sort of more or less scattered you. And when you're whole, you're definitely more protected. You're definitely more strong. You're definitely more powerful. And you will feel more at home in yourself. You will also be able to feel what kind of situations, what areas physically, what kind of people, which people that are sort of makes you feel at home, both in you and where you're at. It's very about finding. The word soul tribe comes to me, but the soul tribe of light workers, the ones you were with in the beginning, way back. Sort of. Yes, you caught me live today, Pooja. If you like a card, please write, and I will get to you after I get one for Sherry. So it's very much about. Where was I? Yes, it's very much about connecting, with the light worker part in you, and connecting with those of the people around you. It can be physically, it can be via the internet, or just with the mind, or people who were before that no longer here with us, that you connect with or in other realms, that you feel this connection to. And that is also your home. So it's both about feeling, getting your power back, feeling home within yourself and in your body, where you are right here, right now on the earth, but also about finding, using that longing for home, longing for the connection to other like-minded people, using that to say, okay, this is a time where I'm supported in make that connection. But for me to be able to do that in a proper way, first I need to call back my power and take back my energy, all my puzzle pieces I've left behind different places, bring them back in so I can feel whole again and feel at home in myself first and all. And laughter and doing upon things from a joyous person make you smile extra always helps. Plus it's good for your health. So it really is. So Sherry, now I find a card for you. Let's see which deck. You're going to get the healing with the fairies. So Pooja, when I've done a card for Sherry, do you have a special wish for a deck, or do you like the decks to choose? Just a minute. Sherry, I think you might get 2 cards today, because I got the first one, but it's not supposed to stand alone. So, interesting. So let's see what pair of cards and what they have. These 2, this way. Yeah, okay. They are different cards, but very, very much connected. Um, in a way, they say the same in two different ways. So let's see. It's about stand your ground, which means one thing, but together with this raising your standards, it's sort of emphasize the message about being careful to compromise too often. It's about setting you, a it's about raising your standard. If you have, I have this feeling that you have, I know you have a quite high standard in many areas, maybe even most areas. I don't know that, but at least quite many areas. But it's about not lowering them. It's about be careful when and where and how you compromise. Uh, and and thinking about the energy of the week, especially, I really feel that it's mostly about standard, about um, whom you interact with. Of course, there's some people you have to due to work or some other practical stuff that you just don't have a choice. But about who are you choosing as friends? Who are you choosing as the people that are in your circle, and especially in your inner circle? The closer they are to you, the more important it is that the standards are high. It's also important about because standing your ground. It's I get this. Don't be a pushover. Um, and I'm not saying that taking up an argument, but it's about from integrity and from inside saying, okay, this is me. This is my opinion. This is how I feel about something. You don't have to agree with me, but it's important to me that you respect that. And if you're not respecting that I feel like this and I have it like this with this is an example. It could be literally like this, but it's an easy way to explain it. But then that person or those kind of people, put them in the outer circle, just in as little as possible. Don't let them get close. Don't be what's it called in Danish in fortrolig. It's when you kind of people you like when you go in the box with the priest, you tell things you don't tell everyone. Be careful about that, because it's important that you have standards. It's important that you're not a pushover. So it's important that you can stand your ground and say, this is me. This is how I feel about certain things. It's important to me. So it's not about pushing other people away. So if you don't like it, then please work away. But it's about, if you do not respect that, then that person or that person's, or they are not supposed to be play a big part in your life in any way, because in that way you are lowering your standards. You are sort of letting them hurt you, and maybe even to a point where you are at risk at hurting yourself when they're not around, just because it's sort of a habit. um, it's also about work. It's also about the areas you are but I really get it's most about persons and groups of people. That it's important that you choose the ones that you feel supporting you instead of the ones that suppresses you in some way. They don't have to agree with you, but it's important that they respect you and honor that this is you. Okay? So stand your ground and dare be you. And it's okay to have a high bar, It's okay to have a high bar for the people and persons that are close to you in your life. The rest you don't have to interact that much with. You don't have to be confident. That was the word. Be careful which person you choose to be confident about. That's important that you can use that as a guideline. Is this a person I can be confident with or not? Because if they do not respect that you might have different opinions or do things in different ways, then they are not a person that you can be confident with. It's unwise, at least. Of course you can, but maybe not the best choice. So raise your standards. Honor yourself and love yourself by raising your standards. I hope that makes some sense. So Pooja, a sip of water, and then for you. Yes, work your light and spirits. Just a minute. Interesting. The card is related to the other things. That's very interesting. Yes. You got the boundaries card. And this card is asking you to ask yourself, is there areas in my life? Is there places, people where it is important that I put up some better boundaries, where I stand my ground, where I stand my ground some more, where I set up some boundaries some more. And it's healthy boundaries. It's about, it's been the theme of the week, sort of, about taking back power and stuff. I had it in the other card. And feeling at home in yourself. So it's extra important for you to find out where in my life, maybe it's areas in life, maybe it's in general, maybe it's in certain situations, maybe it's certain situations with certain people, maybe it's certain people, maybe it's different from each time, but it's important that you are honest to yourself and find out, okay, this is an area, or this is a person, or this is a situation where it's important, extra important, that I have this boundary, so I will not be like overflown with their emotions or their actions or their words, or they're getting me to do things that are very much against me, or what it might be, or maybe, no, not maybe. I get that there is an area. I don't know which area. I cannot sense that. But you will know what it is, and if not right away, it will come when you feel and think. There is an area where you have this tendency that a few kind of, I'm not quite sure if it's a few people or if it's in a certain situation, but there's a certain situation or a few kind of people that sort of gets too close energy-wise, so that it's difficult to you to find out what is you, what is them. It's like letting them get too close, so things get too mixed up. So things get too mixed, and this is kind of the situation where it's important that you sort of do like her, like, hey, out there, make this. This is me, and this is you. We can talk, we can interact, we can do things together, but mixing it all up, it sort of muddles the energy, it sort of muddles the energy. So that's where I get it's yeah, so that's, find ways to set the healthy bound. That's very that's probably there mostly this week. Sorry. It's not that you cannot help them, but it's very important that you set clear boundaries about when, how much, when you do it, how much, and what, and stick to that. You know, be clear about how much, when, and how, and then stick to that. Hold your boundaries so you also can do that study project, because that study project right here and right now, if all that other energy mingles in and out, then this study project will suffer from you being too mixed in energies, so to speak. It will be more difficult for you to do it in a way that you can feel, this is me, this is what I would like to make, and this feels right for me to do. So it's very important to, it's not that you cannot help, but it's important to say, okay, but maybe it's I don't know what works best for you. It's one at a time, or so, but it's important that you prioritize the study, but also that you find time to say, okay, it's okay to help. I can help. Not say yes everything all the time, but put those boundaries up so it works for you, so you still can do your study, both with the time and the right energy, so it won't get muddled up and mix too much with all the other stuff. So be sure it will be at times where it won't disturb the energy flow of the project. And be sure that you sort of separate the things enough for you to do your study project proper. So you can do it in a way that you feel proud of, and you can say, this is me, I'm proud of presenting this, I'm proud of doing this, instead of, oh, I had to help all these other people, and then it's okay, but it's not as good as I would like, and stuff like that. I hope you get the point. Not that you cannot help, but it's important. Hey, boundaries. I will help with this at this time, and just clear boundaries about when, how, and how much. Fine. Thank you. Hi, Basha. How nice. Oh, good, Sherry. I'm very glad. Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. Oh, Basha, would you also like a card, or you're just popping in to say hi? It's glad to be able to help, Pooja. Sure. Do you have a preference for either the work your light or the healing with the fairies, or should the cards just say which one? Oh, I have so much laughter today. This card was on the bottom, and it came when I shuffled, so it's like, yes. And it's a joyous laughter that lifts our spirits. I love it. Whichever I like. I like them both. So let's see which deck. Just a minute. Ooh, you got my oldest oracle. My oldest oracle deck, the Fairies. Healing with the Fairies. For Basha. Oh, really? I'm getting into trouble with YouTube with this one. So I might not show the card for too long at a time, not getting into trouble. It's the sexuality card. For me, it's not just sexuality literally, it's also the energy that's in it, the life force, the energy, the creative force, especially the life force. Really get that's the life force, and this light shining here today is what is dragging me in. So it's really about reconnecting to your life force, to be able to get it to grow again, to shine some even more than it already does. I know that it does a lot already. I've watched lots of your videos, but to make it grow again and shine. And my eyes get drawn to the jar also, this urn, or what it is, vase maybe, I think it's a vase. So it's very much about holding, today in this vase there is the things that you value. So it's very much about holding the things that you value close to you and use those things to rekindle, respark, that's the word, respark your energy, your life force, to help grow within you. I get this sort of, I feel this energy and sort of a picture of it's, not just from up here, but from beginning from, let's see, a little below your heart area and a little above your heart area, so about solar plexus and the higher heart, I would guess, around these areas here, and starting around there and sort of spinning and working itself outwards and up, connecting to the life force like that extra, and using that to sort of respark and rekindle even more. Yeah, I get the word life force all the time. So begin from those areas, and then of course it's also connected to the hara chakra, but I get it's very much from the solar plexus and the upper heart, and what you value, to use that to rekindle, respark the life force, and let it grow within you, and let it, just so so yeah. Oh my God, right. But I know you do a lot of energy work, so I really get these two areas about the solar plexus and the upper heart, just above the heart. There's a lot of energy there, and the things that you value, that you can use things that you value. Um, not necessarily physical things, but yeah, I get, it says there's some physical things, but it's mostly, things that more non-literal way to use them and bring that in. I really get this, and now it also around the heart. I can really feel the energy. But all this, yeah, solar plexus, upper heart, connect them through the heart, and help that, use that energy to respark. Find what you value and use that in connection with that to respark, so you can shine and glow once more. Because the sexuality card, it's all about life force. It's all about the energy of life. I hope you can use that. Yeah. Interesting. I just got the hint of the impulse of just splitting the Work Your Light deck, and I got the Unbound card about releasing soul patterns and past lives. So when you're in there and all this energy, then release from old, whether you know what lives it is or not that important. So it what feels right. So that will help a healing. I saw the video and I really feel for you. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, but it's really, but I literally can feel now. First it was here, just around the solar plexus and the upper heart. Now I can feel it melt in my heart area, so it's like woof, and grow out, from there. But I get from this, from what you value, this urn holds something you value, and you can use that to help you respark and rekindle that, ignite that life force within, because it's there. It's definitely there. So I hope you can use that. That's interesting. Yes. So sometimes no one at all, and sometimes one or two. And today it's like woof, woof, woof. I kind of love it. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So did everyone get what they wanted for cards and stuff? Well, did everyone that wanted a card get a card? There's something weird in here. I don't. Oh, sorry. That's a yes and no question. I'm not into answering so with yes, no, and time related, but I can pull you a card for the energy around it, so you can help. So it can give a tendency for if a likelihood for yes or no. I do not do yes and no questions, not even for myself. Only with things to drink and eat, then I energy test myself if it's good or not for me, or if neutral. But that's it. So you're so welcome, Basha. Let's see. Will Kamaka call me and when? I cannot see if it is, whoops, especially not the when, but I am drawing some cards for the word your light to see about the energy around it. So this one. I'm not sure it would make any sense at all for the question, but I'm getting a card that are asking of you to, yeah, it's a don't dim to fit in. So it's asking of you to ask yourself, how are you sort of holding your light down so you fit in better, maybe to please a certain person. It's important that you are you, and you shine your true you all the time, who you are, and not, putting a lid on it. This way, you will attract those kind of people that um, that support that. Instead of when you hold it down and to attract people for holding yourself down, then that is not the sort of people that will be good for you. If you shine your light properly, and you will attract those kind of people that are good for you. Specifically that person, if they will contact you. Well, if you're true you and the person don't, then someone else will be better for you. And if you're true you and the person do contact you, then it's a good thing in one way or the other. Yeah, I'm having this. There's a likelihood of the person contacting you more than a likelihood of the person not contacting you, especially if you're true you and shining who you are, instead of shining trying to dim your light or trying to mold it into some other colors or shape than is your true you. The more you shine your own light, the greater the chance are for that person to contact you. And if that's not the person contacting you, well, then that person is not the right person for you at this time. So that's what I got. Yep. Thank you all for participating. Yeah, just a little extra from the fairies for us all to round it all up. Just a little extra. Let's see. Yes. This is for all of us, honoring your true feelings. Stay in your heart. Be true to yourself. And for some of you, it's also about standing ground and the life force and everything. And it did the same as the laughter card, okay? This card just before. It was there when I took the deck, then I shuffled and it came out. So 2 times from the bottom to through the shuffling and then out to the screen. Honoring your true feelings. It's a self-given. Okay, doesn't even need any explanation. And the colors, oh, I love the colors. Oh, and thank you all. Thank you, Basha. Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Sherry. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad you are here. And oh, it's like, woo, I'm shining now. It's like, woo. Yeah. So, oh yeah, a service message. Next Monday it will not be live because next Monday is school holiday here and the teen of the house is home all week. And next Monday after it's bank holiday, so everyone's home too. So during this week I will be doing a non-live video that for the energy from next Monday and a couple of weeks ahead, probably with a few cards, a card or two for the end of the period, for the. So I won't be live next Monday. Sorry for that. I will first be live again in 3 weeks. Yes, that's a long time, but school holidays and bank holiday because we have the Easter. And Sunday is of course Easter also, but a Monday is also a bank holiday, a holiday here. It's second day of Easter here in Denmark. I don't know if it's there where you live too, but it is here. And schools are closed, work are closed, everything's closed. So it's not possible for me to do a live video on those days. So see you non-live in a week, and hopefully some of you live in 3 weeks. Bye for now. Take care, and my heart goes out for you, and I'm sending you my love and light to you all. And thank you for participating, and blessings to you too, Basha. And it's good to hear Sherry. Bye.